Purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. I'm going to be reading for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And I am looking at the week of December 15th through December 21st. And we do have Mercury retrograde coming to an end on the 15th at the same time that the Gemini full moon is peaking. So very powerful energy happening at the very beginning of the week. Remember, guys, we're always a week ahead. So if you're looking for what is going on this week, just want to check my YouTube channel, check under the live tab. Please remember we are multi-streaming, so we are on 3 different platforms at the same time. And I will put timestamps in after the live stream is over. All right, so no difficulties hooking up or setting up today, but I got a new light, and so I'm definitely struggling to learn how to use the light, what's too bright, what's not too bright. I also got a new camera, so it's like I'm learning what to do with the camera, which position, which angle, right? So there's a lot going on today. But anyway, regardless, let's jump in and get started. Sandra, welcome. All right, so I love this layout because I now can print out the chart and I can show you what we're talking about. So this is going to be the chart for December 15th, and you can see Mercury retrograde up here in the sign of Sagittarius, and it is going to be going direct again, like I said, same day that this Gemini full moon peaks. The Gemini full moon, this energy is very insightful. Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's the planet of truth. It's the planet of perspective and communication. So this is the energy that we're going to be experiencing this week. Sandra, let me know, what do you think about the light? I was just talking about how like I'm totally struggling to like figure out what's too bright, what's not too bright. How's that? Is that too dark? Is that better? I know, right? All right, so fire signs are posted. I didn't like the angle. You couldn't see the cards at all. So I had to readjust and move the camera a little bit closer. Ooh, relationships was flipped over. It says, I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I love that. Ooh, there's another one. What's going on over here? Purpose is flipped over. Must have flipped them when I was shuffling. All right, guys. I want to say, I feel like this Mercury retrograde energy is going to peak. It's going to peak. I know, like, we started it on whatever day and then we're ending it on the 15th, but it just seems like it's been a buildup. Does that feel that way to you? And it's like the 15th is when that energy of, the common themes of Mercury retrograde are going to peak. So get ready for some heavy conversations, especially with that Gemini full moon. All right, so Cancer, we're going to start with first 355 because I've seen it. I'm using the Soul's Journey. All right, Cancer, what's your energy December 15th through the 21st? I have the growth card coming out. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I love that. On the bottom is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So it definitely went through some type of transformation, right? So experiencing, I'll stop stuttering in a moment, but experiencing some type of drastic change. It's interesting to me because it seems like Cancer, like maybe there was an energy where you struggled to accept that change. And it's like this is the week where now it's almost like you want the growth now. You want to have that experience. All right, I'm going to use the Yin Yang Oracle for the main spread. And let's look at the challenge or obstacle for Cancer. All right, so we have decisions coming out. You could be at a fork in the road type of energy. That was the challenge or obstacle. Messages in your dreams is going to be lesson learned and truth and expression. I mean, not too shocking to see that truth and expression because that is that Mercury energy. That is that Gemini full moon energy. We have the masculine on the bottom. And that's interesting as well because Cancer is normally a very feminine energy. So you could be dealing with some divine masculine, especially if you're on this type of spiritual awakening, right? But with the growth card, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I definitely got this energy like this is something you want, and maybe you didn't before. Like maybe the opportunity for change was here before, and you were like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And then maybe something's happened, Cancer, and you're like, this is what I'm choosing. I'm ready to choose my growth, my in whatever area that is, right? All right, so I've pulled out the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. I'm going to clarify a little bit. Let's look at that growth card. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says it's okay to ask for help. We have the Death card, so big confirmation of that transformation, an ending, a beginning. Scorpio energy coming out strongly. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. King of Wands comes out. King of Wands is about having courage. Having courage in, so it's about understanding what you're capable of, which allows you to have courage to take some type of passionate action. King of Wands. Five of Pentacles is left out in the cold. It could have something to do with abandonment and rejection. So Cancer, you could have went through some situation where you felt abandoned, or maybe you felt rejected by someone. You went through some ending, beginning, some transformation, like something completely closed out in your life, and something new has now begun. King of Wands is about being confident in your next move. Decisions is in your challenges or obstacles because you've kind of been at this fork in the road. I think it's more about not wanting, I don't think you didn't want personal growth. Like I can't picture you sitting there going, oh, I don't want to grow. But I can, we've seen the change card on the bottom of the deck, and I can picture you saying, I don't want change. I'm comfortable in what it is that I have, right? It's the comfort zone, which is interesting because sometimes we're not even necessarily comfortable there. We just think we are because we know it so well, right? All right, let's look at the decision. So we have Six of Pentacles. We have Queen of Cups. And we have the Four of Cups. We have the Page of Pentacles on the bottom. So Six of Pentacles is clearly balanced. You can see the scales. It's giving energy. Like the decision that you're making, Cancer, could have something to do with giving or over giving. Queen of Cups is here. Queen of Cups is a mom, a motherly energy. I said that about Cancer at the beginning. We've seen that masculine card. So there's something about overly giving to a masculine. Four of Cups is ignoring something, not paying attention to something. So I think what's happened, Cancer, is you, because someone around you could feel like you have rejected them or walked away. You've closed some chapter in your life where you could have been overgiving. It's weird to me, Cancer, because it's this motherly energy that I keep picking up on. But I'm not picking up like Spirit's not going to tell you like don't overgive to your children. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit will tell you to stop overgiving to like an overgrown man child, right? Just pointing that out. All right, lesson learned is the messages card. It is the dreams card. It could be receiving messages in your dreams. It could just be something about following your dreams. And I think that's what it is because truth and expression is the outcome, Cancer. So it's kind of like you speak your truth. It's like you start giving to yourself or you choose yourself. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I think that's big confirmation of what I said because I said it's like your dreams, what it is that you want. And 10 of Pentacles is like goals, achievements. Three of Swords is here. Three of Swords is healing. Could have something to do with a broken heart. Seven of Swords is here. Seven of Swords is like disbelief. And so you could have experienced some type of broken heart, some type of sadness that caused you to think that you couldn't like achieve your goals or you couldn't go after what it is that you wanted. All right, so truth expression is the outcome. There's something about this card. Who's that actor? You know that actor, um, Joaquin Phoenix. He plays the Joker. You know how there's all those memes everywhere. Um, and there's like shorts that have been made with him, you know, dancing in that Joker costume type of thing. I feel like it's possible someone's tricked you, Cancer. It's like you see someone's mask is off, and it's like now you see them, you see the truth of something. I think it allows you to express your truth. It allows you to go after what it is you want. It allows you to make the decision. So we have Three of Wands, big confirmation. That's action, taking steps towards your future. We have King of Cups. King of Cups is my clue card for divine masculine, but it is also, and that could be the masculine that you're dealing with, but it's also Cancer. King of Cups is like having control of your emotions. Like your emotions don't control your actions. And then I have Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a small offer. For some of you, this could be an I'm sorry. All right, Cancer, let's do some guidance. I'm going to pull the Divine Feminine Oracle. So the first one to come out is the Divine Mother. So big confirmation. I said I picked up on that like mother energy. There's something, I mean, you could be dealing with a mom, Cancer, you could be a mom, but I'm not feeling like, you know, Spirit's going to tell you to like pull your energy back from children, right? I'm kind of getting like, I know this sounds a certain type of way, and I don't mean it to. Like, I'm not trying to be like, honestly, like I'm not, but it just seems like you could be dealing with someone who is a little immature. You know, it's giving like page energy, right? Like not at their fullest potential. Um, Overgrown, immature. Good afternoon, Miss Ruby. We're just now on Cancer. We haven't done Scorpio or Pisces yet. All right, we also have Our Lady of the Interior Life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Let's get one more. We have White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. It's weird, Cancer. So I'm a Cancer rising, right? And remember, I do these readings for my own healing journey, right? So it's definitely giving, and I did just get out of the situation with this person. I wouldn't say like necessarily immature. I mean, I guess some people would, but I think that there was the age gap, right? Like there's the age gap, and that's something that's really common, right? In this type of journey. So it's like that alone was enough. That was enough to have that feeling of like immaturity, emotional immaturity. You know what I'm trying to say? So I do feel, Cancer, that like you've made the decision to choose yourself. You've made the decision. The Queen of Cups is also that card that says, I choose me, and I'm going to go refill my cup so that I'm not pouring my depletion on everyone, right? That's also that energy. So it's like you chose you. It's interesting because I feel like that was really strong with the fire signs, and I wasn't really too surprised with the fire signs because Aries, right? But Mars retrograde, guys, Mars retrograde. We're going to talk about that on Thursday night, and that energy of, and it's going to be for a few months, couple months. But that retrograde period is really going to cause you to like stand up for yourself. It's going to cause you to fight for yourself. It's going to cause you to like fight for what it is that you want out of life. It's going to give you like passion and drive and inspiration. And so, I mean, it's pretty interesting because it's like Cancer, you could be feeling that energy as we're coming on to this, experiencing this Gemini full moon, which is also about, facing hard truths. The goddess of discernment is on the bottom. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. So again, more confirmation that you're just choosing you, not wanting to pour your depletion. And if you're listening to me and you're like, well, what is depletion, Rosa? Depletion is like short fuse, tired, yelling, angry, those types of energies. So it's saying, Cancer, it's like you've seen that something was imbalanced, right? You felt like you had to heal from some type of broken-hearted situation. And I feel like you're going towards some type of balance. We've seen that King of Cups energy, which is my clue card for Divine Masculine. I feel like you're going towards some type of emotional balance. All right, speaking of which, Moonology Oracle to close it out. So the Moonology for your thoughts and emotions. I don't think you're necessarily, again, just like the fire signs. I'm not getting this energy that we're overthinking this week. I definitely feel like this is something we've come to some type of acceptance about, but there could be some heavy emotions with this energy, right? All right, so nothing yet is set in stone. It's the mutable moon. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I feel like that's your new um like focus, right? I feel like a lot of times, especially for divine feminine, when you take the focus off the masculine and you just start taking care of you, all of a sudden the fundulation grows, right? Like all of a sudden your work more blessings, right? In that area of life. You and your loved ones are safe. It's new moon in Cancer. That's going to be your energy. And energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon is on the bottom. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we have Scorpio next. Cassie on YouTube says Pisces as well. We're almost to Pisces. Guys, fire signs are posted. I do intend on doing the earth and air signs. I'm going to stop saying immediately following this live because I take breaks. I ate lunch after the fire signs. I don't know, so maybe around 5. But if you're new, make sure to hit that notification bell to all so it lets you know when we go live. Now, Thursday night, 8 p.m., we're going to be talking about that Mars retrograde energy. I feel like you're going to hear a lot of other people, that study astrology talk about it as a challenging energy. And I'm not going to say that it's not going to be challenging. But I think it's important that we look at it in a positive way. And if we're able to look at it in a positive way, then it's like we're able to implement and use that energy. If we're just against it and we're resisting it, I don't like it, then we're not able to use it. And it's just something that's causing us like challenges, like people are going to say, right? So I'm going to show you the positives of Mars retrograde Thursday night, and how it's going to help you go after what it is that you truly want. And I know that that sounds kind of general and broad, but remember Mars is action. It's aggressive action. And Mars rules Aries, which is like the self. So it's like you're going to be able, it's like you get help and assistance to be able to focus on yourself. For a lot of us, that's really hard, right? Like a lot of us, we have a lot of stuff to do and a lot of people to care for. So it's like it's kind of challenging to take a step back and replenish our own cup. But it's like once you learn that, who wants depletion? Who wants someone else's depletion to be poured on them? Nobody does. So it's like once you figure that out, it makes those choices a lot easier, right? All right, so it's Scorpio time. Let's do 22-28 for Scorpio. Scorpio, this is for the week of December 15th through December 21st. So again, we have Mercury going direct and Gemini's full moon. A lot of powerful energy that has to do with the mind, clarity, finally seeing the truth of a situation. Scorpio could be facing some hard truths, some personal truths. All right, the soul's journey. Let's get energy of the week, December 15th through December 21st for Scorpio. I have the failure card coming out. Uh-oh, Scorpio. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Ooh, Scorpio, you're being hard on yourself about something. You could feel like you failed something. Blame is on the bottom. Ooh. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Ooh. Oh, Scorpio. All right. I'm just going to give you all the hard truths. Are you ready? This is why y'all love me. Okay, so something has happened. The whole Pluto transit happened, right? And Scorpio, Pluto is your ruling planet, right? So is Mars. I feel like we miss that a lot of times. But so that tells me a whole lot in itself. It tells me that you've went through some major ending, right? Some major transformation, some complete destruction of a foundation. And now you are at the point of rebuilding that foundation, right? That happened November 19th. So around that time, you would have went through some type of major like end of an era type of situation, right? You could see that end of an era as a failure, Scorpio. You could see it as maybe it didn't turn out the way you expected. Maybe you thought it was something that was going to be forever and ever and ever. Maybe it shocked you or surprised you, right, Scorpio? I feel like that could be almost impossible, but I could see how some people may say that. But either way, you're beating yourself up and you're telling yourself that you failed at something that actually was coming to its natural closure. It's actually something that you already, it's like 8 of cups energy. It's like you already done everything you were supposed to do in that situation. At that point, you were just overstaying your welcome. At that point, you were just overextending someone else's welcome. Does that make sense, Scorpio? So this is the week where you start to understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You've learned something massive. This is going to be like a major karmic lesson in life, right? Probably something you're never going to repeat again. You got to look at the positives of the situation. And another thing I want to say, Scorpio, I think that whatever you're looking at has unexpected or like what's the word I'm looking at? There are expectations that can't possibly be fulfilled. Like, for example, let's say I'm just using this as an example, Scorpio. Let's say this is an end to a relationship, right? So you have this end to this relationship as you knew it. One, it doesn't mean that the relationship's completely ended. It could just be changing and shifting into a different way, right? But two, it's like oh my God, I thought it was going to be this way forever. Um, just because the packaging changes or it doesn't look like how you expected, like just because the bow isn't the color that you wanted it to be, doesn't mean that that was a failure. Just because that time that you spent with that person isn't forever or however long you thought it was going to be for, doesn't mean that it's a failure. Doesn't mean that one, that it's even ended. But it's definitely giving that type of vibe. Like that's the feelings that I'm getting. And there's a lot of blame energy to go around. I'm not sure if I feel like maybe you could be taking too much of the blame, Scorpio. I don't necessarily feel like you're out here going, oh, it's that person, they did this, they did that. You could have a direct, like you could feel like the failure lies, like there's a direct reason or a direct blame or a direct whatever. But I don't think you're just like not taking any accountability for anything. I actually feel like you're beating yourself up and you're probably taking too much. Like it takes two type of situation. All right. That was a lot. I know. All right. So yin yang oracle. Sandra says, no more. Sandra's our resident Scorpio. She says, no more wasting my time and energy on anyone that does not appreciate me. Facts. And that's, I just want to like say that out loud for all the other Scorpios watching, because that's the lesson that you just learned. I dropped it. All right, third eye clarity is coming out, challenges or obstacle. You could be having a third eye awakening. You could be seeing things, like I said at the beginning, finally seeing the truth, seeing things for what they really are. Again, it's like you believed something, you thought something was a certain way, and now that this moon is here, this Gemini full moon, it's like, oh, now you see very, very clearly. So we have forming structure, solid foundation is your lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. Again, I talked about that as well. I said that you could feel like your foundation has been, demolished, like it's a tower moment, like it's an ending, a destruction of something. And whenever we have these tower moments, they are like major destructions. It has to be completely broken down to the foundation so that you can build a new foundation. And so that new foundation that you build is more solid than the foundation that couldn't withhold the storm, right? Like that's kind of the energy for withstand the storm. All right, let's look at the outcome. The outcome for Scorpio, please. We have guilt and sabotage. We're going to clarify, but I think that's what you were doing. You had some type of guilt and you allowed something to happen. Again, I'm getting that energy of overstayed your welcome. Either you overstayed your welcome or you allowed someone else to overstay their welcome. But it all was due to guilt and sabotage. Like, you could have had some guilt over something. You could have felt like, I don't know, maybe you made a mistake. And that's what I wanted to say earlier is like, there's no such thing as a mistake, Scorpio. Like, stop beating yourself up. Whatever happened to you in your life, whatever detours or delays that have occurred in your life, whatever you self-sabotage to do or for or whatever, you had to do that so you could learn that lesson. You had to go down that path so you could learn that lesson. So it's not a mistake, it's a delay. That's it. That's all it is. But there's definitely this energy of feeling guilty for something and allowing something to occur because of your own shame, guilt, and remorse, something like that. I feel like this is the week that that energy comes to a completion. Whatever it is, it has come to this major ending, or you've experienced this transformation and that you think is a failure. It's like that's what you're going to learn is you can't feel guilty about things and allow people, either you to self-sabotage or other people to sabotage you, right? We do have spy watching and inspecting on the bottom. I feel like I get this card whenever certain people are watching. All right, let's do the crystal unicorn tarot. Clarify a little bit. All right, let's look at that failure card, Scorpio. Ace of Wands comes out. It was fate. It was destiny. See, you think that you did something wrong or that you failed at something or you caused some type of delay or whatever it is you think. And it's like, no, this had to happen and it had to happen that way. The Ace of Wands is fate, destiny. We have the Nine of Wands doing it for a long time. So confirmation of that energy that I was like, feels like you overstayed your welcome or like someone else overstayed their welcome. And then Eight of Pentacles, your focus, your dedication. You were dedicated to something for a very long time that you're seeing as a failure, Scorpio, and it's not a failure. It's not a failure. Sometimes I hope that these readings are so like on point or like pull at your heartstrings so much that it jars you awake and you're like, okay, I'm not a failure. I didn't F up. I was supposed to go through this experience. I was supposed to do this thing. It's fate. It's destiny. It's going to make me stronger, wiser, smarter, braver. If I could jar that up, put it in a bottle, I'd send it. The Fool is here. So how to start over, third eye. So your challenges are obstacle to clarity. You're like, how do I start over? How do I take the leap of faith? Where do I go now? It's the beginning. It's a new journey. It's in your challenges or obstacle. So it's like you can't see the future. You don't know where to go from here. You put so much, you invested so much into this energy, Scorpio, that like you never let it occur to you that it could turn out different. You just always assumed that it was going to be a certain way or for a certain amount of time. Hanged man, not being able to move, stuck in your head. It's Pisces energy. Knight of Pentacles, time to get to work. It's slow moving energy. It's time to actually start planting some seeds, is what it is. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles always shows like the fields in the back, and it always shows um, the pinnacle in the knight's hand. It's a unicorn, so it's like the knight, the pinnacle is sitting in the saddle. But the point is that the pentacle isn't in the ground, and the pinnacle is supposed to represent the seed. think it's confirmation that you feel like you're not sure how to start over. You're not sure which direction to go. You're not sure how to let go of something. You're not sure how to let go of something. All right, lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle, forming structure, solid foundation. So the world card comes out. It's definitely giving the out with the old, in with the new. Closing out old chapters. It's like you know you have to completely close out a chapter or completely bring something to a closure before you can start the new path. Maybe you need a time of healing, Scorpio. Maybe you need a time of um, like reflection. Wheel of Fortune and Five of Swords. Interesting, because I said maybe you need a time of healing, maybe you need a time of reflection. And I'm not saying that you don't, Scorpio. I'm not saying that at all. But the Wheel of Fortune says it's time, things bend in your favor, good luck and good fortune. And then we see the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is actually a victory. Five of Swords says you come out on top of the situation. But the Five of Swords, the victory comes at a high cost. A high cost. There's two people that are like, it looks like they're walking away in the picture. You're left holding all the swords. So the swords could be disagreements, arguments, fight. So this is lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. So it's like something about that needs to change. It's time for whatever this Five of Swords energy of I gotta fight you, I gotta beat you, I gotta win, whatever, or even it could just be negative thinking. This could just be thinking that someone, thinking negatively on a situation and making it worse than it actually is. But for I feel like most of you, this is like a tit for tat. Like it's a competition. Like it's not a teamwork. It's my side or her side type of situation. Wheel of Fortune says it's time for things to bend in your favor. It's time to build a new foundation. All right, let's look at this guilt and sabotage. Scorpio, I'm not liking it, but it's very possible that this is what you've been doing. This is what you've been doing, and hopefully you break free from that type of cycle. There's something about the man sitting completely naked on the floor. He's holding his head in his hands. It's definitely giving this energy of despair. This could be you. This could be someone that you're dealing with, Scorpio. Ten of Swords comes out. Someone who has experienced some type of painful completion. Again, closure. Five of Pentacles, abandonment, rejection, feeling left out in the cold. And the Emperor. Three of Pentacles and the Emperor. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, partnership, working together. The Emperor is Aries energy. stepping up to stepping into your power. It's stepping into your power. Scorpio, you could be going through something that's painful. Um, you could have people helping you, working with you. I mean, it could be an Aries. It could be somebody of authority. It could be a boss. All right, Scorpio, here's some guidance. We have the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibilities. I definitely feel like you're going through something, Scorpio, where you feel like I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next. I've been doing this for so long. I didn't see this coming to a completion. I'm not sure how to deal with the closure. I feel like something happens this week where you find people that want to work with you, want to help you. So Three of Pentacles is work together. Five of Pentacles is help. So it's like you find people that want to help you. You have the High Priestess. Maybe that's who you find, right? I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. And last one for Scorpio, Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. That is fact, Scorpio. On the bottom, we have the warrior saint. I'm a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. I mean, what I just said, thank you, Spirit. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out for Scorpio. Here's what I'm going to say. Ready? I feel the injustice, Scorpio. I do. Ten of Swords says something was really not fair. But that Emperor says you're going to use this lesson to step into your power in ways like you've never, ever done before. Moonology Oracle, don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node, big confirmation. Surrender to the divine. It's the full moon. That's what's going to happen on this December 15th, Gemini full moon. And look at that. A new start is coming. It's the new moon. Guys, we have the Capricorn new moon coming in on December 30th. December 30th. Hold your vision is on the bottom, Scorpio. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we have Pisces next. And this is, I thought you were going to say need a time out. I will say, like, that energy does feel like it's taking a little bit of a pause. I feel like you want to take a pause, but the energy is just gonna kind of push Scorpio forward. I definitely got that little bit of like a nudge. And I feel like Scorpio is like, I'm not ready. Haven't decided which direction I'm going. There's this thing that I like that says, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Right? All right, Pisces, here we go. Guys, don't forget, we still have earth signs and air signs. I do intend on streaming those today. So I do see the new energy on all the platforms. Guys, please remember we are always multi streaming. So always Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But make sure to hit that follow, join, all those buttons, right? Make sure to hit your notification bells. And that way it lets you know when we're going live. All right, Pisces, let's timestamp. Let's do 4533 for Pisces. This is going to be for the week of December 15th through December 21st. So remember, Mercury retrograde, Mercury going direct on the 15th, so Mercury retrograde ending. And then, of course, we have Gemini full moon coming in on December 15th. So maybe seeing something for what it actually is, speaking some hard truths. I feel like Pisces, yours is going to have something to do with conversations. Like I'm hearing communication. All right, Pisces, let's see. Energy of the week, December 15th. It's a lot of talking. That's that Gemini full moon, but that's what I'm picking up. A lot of conversations, a lot of talking. All right, so we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Health is on the bottom. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Next card is acceptance. I feel like I could keep going. I'm still not seeing that energy. Let's pull the yin yang oracle and see what comes out. Adversity. So whatever was going on with this communication, because I'm definitely picking up strong communication. So it's like there could have been no communication. That could have been a challenge for you. And then now there is communication, and you're like, oh, now I understand why I needed to go through this period. Like maybe you understand something clearer, now than you did before, or maybe it causes you to go find some truth that you wouldn't have went looking for before, something like that. All right, Pisces, let's look at it. Challenge or obstacle, December 15th through December 21st. So we have the party card. We have external energies coming out. This could be third party. I see 3 women. We have rebirth and winter. Lesson learned to help you with the challenge or obstacle. And we have karma, balance, and justice coming out for the outcome. So I'm kind of starting to pick up that energy. There could be too many people involved. Third party, external energy, like there could be a person on the outside Pisces that's causing some type of challenge or obstacle. It could definitely have something to do with third party. We have integration and union on the bottom. So this is the overall energy. So challenge or obstacle could definitely be a third party Pisces if you're looking for union, especially in, this type of spiritual awakening journey that we're on over here at PLR, right? All right, so now I'm using the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. Let's clarify a little bit. I do feel like whatever injustice was done, like whatever third party situations, like scales get balanced out. We've seen the union card on the bottom. It's adversity. So it's like, again, like you went through something and it was challenging. And it's like now you're like, oh, I learned this major lesson. Maybe we're stronger now, right? Because we went through this period. We have the death card coming out, Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Death card is like transformation. There's an ending, there's a beginning. So there was some type of ending that was very challenging for you. 5 of Wands, again, that literally means challenging for you. But I want to point out too, 5 of Wands is also training. It says that you've been training for something. So there's also this energy like you're prepared, you were ready. I feel like maybe it's possible while you were going through it, you felt like you weren't, but it could have been training you or preparing you. Kind of like I was saying earlier, Pisces, like made you stronger, wiser, braver, right? We have King of Cups. It could have something to do with the divine masculine. King of Cups is my clue card for divine masculine. The card itself represents calm energy. It represents not allowing your emotions to control your actions. Let's look at that third party energy in your challenges or obstacle. We have Ace of Pentacles, a new offer, a new beginning. We have Knight of Pentacles, time to get to work, slow moving, long time coming type of energy. And we have King of Swords. I could speak some truths about a third party, Pisces, about that person where there's just too many people involved. All right, the winter card, rebirth. This is the energy of a lesson learned that can help you with a challenge or obstacle. It's very possible, Pisces, that like this is something that's happening right now with this full moon energy as well, especially when you start out with major arcana, the death card, right? So having rebirth in your lessons learned could mean that this is something you're learning right now. Every time something ends, something new begins, right? So we have King of Wands coming out. King of Wands is about having courage take new passionate action. We have Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, again, balancing those scales out. So I do feel like there was something that was like unfair. There was too many people, too many hands in the pot type of energy. And it's like now the scales get balanced out. And we have Ten of Wands coming out. Ten of Wands says that you feel like there's a lot of heavy burdens on your shoulders. So coming out as lesson learned, it's like you're now able to put those burdens down, Pisces. Now able to put those burdens down. All right, so let's look at the outcome. We have karma, balance, justice. Someone could get their karma, definitely, especially whatever this third party situation over here. I do feel like it's ended. You do see that Scorpio death card energy. The moon comes out. This is actually Cancer and your energy, Cancer and Pisces. We could be talking about something that you're scared of, something that you were fearful of, something that looks a certain way, but it's like as you got closer to it, it wasn't as bad as you expected. Ten of Swords comes out as soon as I said that. So Ten of Swords and not as bad as you expected, like can't go in the same sentence, right? Ten of Swords is a completion to something that was very painful and very challenging. I think this has something to do with fearing something, a completion. Like, will it ever end? Is it the painful time ever going to stop? Again, I know like there's not a lot of energy here other than the Ten of Swords, but I feel like immediately when we turned it over for Pisces, I was hearing a lot of talking, a lot of chattering back and forth. And the Gemini full moon is about communication. Gemini is like the social butterfly. So it's like a lot of talking between people about this situation. Four of Pentacles is here. Four of Pentacles, again, bringing balance. It's also letting something go. Because Four of Pentacles, when you hold on to something too tightly, it's like you're restricting the flow of energy. So it's very possible like you release something and it allows that energy to start flowing again. All right, Pisces, let's do some guidance, divine feminine oracle. So we see the death card, Scorpio energy. I did see my clue card for divine masculine, so we could be talking to divine feminine. The moon. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. We have a lot of wand action here, a lot of fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Here's your guidance. We have the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the woman in my life fiercely. I love the women in my life fiercely. The presence of the divine feminine, big confirmation. It says, at the center of everything, there is light. I am that light. And last one for Pisces, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That's literally what divine feminine does, right? All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out for Pisces. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I do feel like unlike the other signs. We've done the fire signs. We still have earth and air to do, but we've done the fire and now water is completed. I feel like everyone was really in their feelings. I'm not saying that you're not also in your feelings. This is a very emotional full moon, but I just want to say, Pisces, it's possible that you could be overthinking something because if those communications, that chattering wasn't on the outside or like the exterior, then this could be something that you're going back and forth with in the mind, right? All right, Pisces. Confidence is your key to success. It's new moon in Leo. Work through your fears. Big confirmation. It's new moon in Scorpio. We did see that Scorpio energy right out the gate. And a new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon in Libra. Whatever it is, it's like you're about to fall back in love with it again. It's going to be fine. Have faith in your dreams is on the bottom, Pisces. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful, guys. If it was, tap that like button for me. That's it. Now we have now finished fire and water. I will be back in just a couple of hours or so. We'll do earth and air. And then remember, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about that Mars retrograde. And I may offer some free readings after Thursday night's live. We'll see. Thank you, everyone who came in and hung out with me. I appreciate all of you so very much. My moderator, our resident Scorpio, Sandra, thank you so much. I hope to see all of you again for the Earth signs. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on a journey. Have a good afternoon. Thank you.